What's going on, Helldivers? We are back with another video, and if this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. Big shout out to all the new subs and everybody showing love. In this video, we are going to go over one of the most sought after guns in the new premium, air quotes, premium Freedom Flames Warbond in the Acquisition Center in Helldivers 2, the SG-451 Cookout. So we do have parts of the community calling this weapon of choice the new meta, and other parts showing concern that it's basically an SG-8 Punisher with incendiary rounds. So today we'll go over the pros and the cons with this weapon and what pairs best with it to really let this gun heat things up. So stick around to the end of this video for the full meta loadout for this weapon. Also, if you enjoy content like this, slap this video with a like so it can be shared to others, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for all updates and honest opinions about new weapons daily. Let's begin. This weapon will be used primarily for the Termitids, so the pros and cons will be based on this faction of the game. So to start things off, we have staggering effect. This weapon staggers all bugs outside of chargers, impalers, and of course biotitans. This pick really shines when you're getting pressed by several bug breaches, or if you're in the need for crowd control. When being used as your primary, it may not melt your enemy like it should, right? However, it will save your life many times in close encounter attacks that can occur when battling hunters and stalkers. Now, I will say, this shotgun is a stalker's worst enemy. When being pushed by this type of Terminid, you are no longer being bullied by the big kids in the school cutting in front of you in the lunch line. And the next pro about this gun is the incendiary phosphorus pellets. Now, this when compared doesn't have as much spread as the breaker incendiary shotgun, or doesn't cover as much distance, and we'll get into that a little bit later. The SG-451 Cookout does do decent burn damage, even though with this being the new kit on the block, we definitely expected more power, especially with the original breaker incendiary being nerfed, with the magazine size being reduced from 6 to 4 secretly. Another pro of this gun is the reload speed. Coming into battle, you will have a max capacity of 60 rounds with the ability to shoot 17 to 16 shots before having to reload. Now, when playing the side with the bugs, 60 rounds is not going to get the job done. However, with its 7-second reload speed, you can get back to spreading democracy fairly quickly. Also, being able to reload each bullet does help with wasted shots and wasted clips. And that pro is the perfect segue into our first con of the day, the mag size. Now, as discussed, the 60 rounds go by rather fast, so it's best to use this gun as a secondary for your close encounters versus your primary to melt the Termitids. As stated earlier, that staggering effect will stop bugs such as stalkers dead in the tracks, giving you time to empty off rounds. And that brings us to our second con of this gun, the shrieker effectiveness. When being compared to the incendiary breaker, this weapon does not do as well when taking out the birds. The damage spread on this gun simply doesn't compare, and you'll find yourself using several rounds just to take out one group of shriekers. Remember, with only 60 shots, every bullet counts. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The biggest con, in my opinion, is the overall damage. With the staggering effect paired with the incendiary pellets, you often find yourself still being bum rushed, especially when playing on those higher difficulty settings, primarily due to the rate of fire and the lack of overall damage output to put the larger armored bugs down. Now, with all the pros and cons completed, when this shotgun is paired with the proper support and cast, you can truly dominate on most, if not all, difficulty settings. So let's get into the meta loadout with the SG-451 Cookout. The first thing you want to add to your loadout is the orbital rail cannon strike. This will cover the big boys such as Titans, Chargers, and now Impalers. Next up, you need to pick up that Eagle 500 kg bomb, all right, to also help take down those game-changing Termitids. Followed by those, you need to now add the Arc 3 Arc Thrower. After the most recent buffs to this weapon, it is now usable, right, you guys? Finally, killing 1 to 3 Terminids per strike and also having the staggering effect. You can now be the diver that keeps the bugs at bay so your team can complete the missions and they can help assist with your larger Terminids as they come. The only con with this choice is that you need to lead, as the electric strike can still smoke your comrades, if a little too close when firing into the crowd. Last but not least is the shield generator pack. At this point, you're playing the distance strategy, using the arc thrower to keep the Terminids out of their striking distance, while also using the cookout if they get a little too close for comfort. If you are surprised from behind from a stalker or a charger, the shield will protect and alert you and give you the time to turn around and handle business. So this is the current meta for this weapon, and if you have any suggestions, comment down below and let me know. And if y'all enjoy content like this, hit this video with a like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Until next time, y'all be safe out there. Peace.